You a witcher? That monster slayer they's talking about in the village?
Welcome to I'm Your Target Demographic. Today we're providing a simple overview to the Witcher franchise. This isn't intended for die-hard fans, but rather people who may have heard of this or may be interested in the newest game, but want to know more about it. While you might be new to the franchise, this actually began in 1986, when Polish author Andrzej Sapkowski wrote his first short story about a character named Geralt, a man raised to be a hunter of monsters, including giving him mutations that give him supernatural abilities to make him a more efficient hunter. Sapkowski ended up writing 9 novels and 15 short stories, all set in this fantastical setting. The world is a dark medieval fantasy setting, with a mix of complicated political stories and big monster hunting. Some are about kingdoms rising and falling, royalty and spies and wars between countries. Then there's stories about the dark and twisted origins of monsters. Some are pretty typical fantasy fare like vampires and werewolves, but others are much more disturbing and dark, involving death and curses that twist mankind. These books and stories sold about 15 million copies worldwide, but Witcher began to spread to other mediums and exposed even more people to this world. In 2002, there was a Polish television show made, translated to The Hexer. Author Sapkowski was unimpressed with this outing. In 2007, we got our first Witcher video game, followed by sequels in 2011 and 2015. These games sold more than 75 million copies, with 50 of those coming from the third installment alone. Witcher 3 is considered to be one of the best games ever made, with a 93 out of 100 score on Metacritic. Many fans discovered these games first, to then go back and dive into the novels and short stories. Sapkowski had no involvement with the games, but rather sold the license so that the developer, a Polish company called CD Projekt Red, could utilize his stories but also invent new stories for the game world. Sapkowski has been critical of these games, even though they've undoubtedly brought him fame and wealth he wouldn't have achieved otherwise. There's a 4th Witcher installment on the way, though as of the making of this video we've seen very little other than tech demos to show off their progress. In 2019, Netflix released the first season of a Witcher television show, featuring Henry Cavill as the monster hunter Geralt. The first season is generally regarded to be the best season, giving us plenty of very cool one-off monster stories, and then a compelling full season arc that culminates in a satisfying finale. The other seasons were much more mixed, including a rough time when Cavill stepped out and was replaced by Liam Hemsworth. Cavill was a vocal fan of the franchise and seemed intent on doing the source material right, so it was concerning to fans when he exited the show. Netflix also released a prequel miniseries called Blood Origin, 2 animated films, and then a spin-off featuring a group of street criminals called the Rats. If any of this sounds interesting, the stories are a great place to start. The first 2 Witcher games may not have aged well for current consoles, but Witcher 3: The Wild Hunt is still a fantastic game and a great onboarding point for new players. Thanks for watching, and make sure to subscribe for more interesting videos just like this.
Master Witchers, would you be of a mind to kill the Griffin?